welcome back to Miss Bree Reads. I'm Miss Bree, and this week we have a new story. The author writes the story, the illustrator draws the picture. We got the front, we got the back, we got the spine, The title of the story is A Frog's Life. Written by Irene Kelly, illustrated by Margarita Boren. A Frog's Life. Written by Irene Kelly, illustrated by Margarita Boren. What is a frog's life? Full of leaps and bounds? Oh, look, a red-eyed tree frog. Frogs are amphibians. They can live both on land and in water. Frog species have adapted or changed over millions of years to be able to survive in their environments. We know there are more than 4,000 types of frogs, but scientists are finding new species all the time. This is a Madagascar tomato frog, an Amazon milk frog, and a strawberry poison dart frog. Toads are frogs too. How can you tell when a frog is a toad? It's easy. Toads spend most of their time on land. They have dry, bumpy skin, short legs, and no teeth. Almost all female toads lay long strands of eggs in water. Frogs usually live near the water, have smooth skin, teeth in their upper jaw, and long, powerful legs, excellent for jumping. The females lay their eggs in clusters in water. This is the common toad and the common temporaria frog. When frogs are on land, they breathe the same way you do, with their lungs. But when they are underwater, they breathe through their skin. Oxygen from water can enter a frog's body through its skin, and carbon dioxide can be released through the skin. Frogs never have to drink. Their skin is like a sponge, absorbing water as they sit in a pond or swim in a lake. Frogs keep their skin healthy by shedding it often. Some frogs do this once a week, others once a day. The frog stretches, turns, and hiccups to loosen its old skin and pull it over its head like a sweater. There is a new skin ready under the old one. The old skin is full of water and nutrients, so the frog eats it. This is the smoky jungle frog. Some frogs hunt for their food, but many don't. They simply wait for dinner to come to them. When a tasty insect flies or crawls by, the frog shoots out its sticky tongue and nabs it. This is the ruby-eyed tree frog and the wood frog. But some frogs don't have tongues. Instead, they stuff their food into their mouth with their fingers. No frog ever chews. They simply swallow their prey whole. Some frogs eat just one or two insects every few days, while others consume their entire body weight in bugs daily. This is the sharp-headed reed frog. Favorite frog foods: mouse, snail, fish, and insects. Creatures that dine on frogs. Creatures that also eat frogs include water snakes, large fish, crocodiles, birds, raccoons, and diving birds. Look who wants to eat the common water frog, the lizard, the turtle, and the snake. Oh my goodness. Frogs have lots of predators, but they also have strong defenses. Frogs have good senses of smell and hearing, helping them to know when a predator is lurking nearby. They don't have necks, so they can't turn their heads, but they can still see what's happening all around them. That's because their bulging eyes sit wide apart on the top of their heads. Most frogs are expert jumpers. able to escape hungry predators by hopping away. American bullfrogs are especially good at jumping. They can leap more than 6 feet in a single bound. Whoa! Camouflage allows frogs to hide in plain sight. Frogs come in many different colors and patterns that change depending on their environment. Ooh, look at the Peruvian frog, the Vietnamese mossy frog, the Darwin frog, and the four-eyed frog. Whoa. Many animals won't eat dead animals, so the Darwin frog rolls over and plays dead when it feels threatened. That is so smart. The four-eyed frog has two spots near its back legs that look like large eyes. These spots fool predators into thinking the frog is larger than it really is. Each species of frog is perfectly suited to living in its habitat, right down to their toes. Different types of frogs have different types of toes. Frogs that climb trees have sticky toes, like the red-eyed tree frog. Burrowing frogs have claw-like toes, like the European common frog. Gliding frogs use webbed toes like sails, like the Chinese gliding frog. Chinese gliding frogs are only 4 inches long. They can soar up to 33 feet. As this frog leaps from branch to branch, it stretches the webbing between its toes, turning its feet into tiny sails. Frogs can be found on every continent in the world except Antarctica. They live in deserts, rainforests, and even on the Arctic tundra. Some species have had to adapt to survive in harsh climates. Australian water-holding frogs live in the desert. When temperatures start to sizzle, they burrow underground, wrapped in cocoons made from their shed skin. They fill their bladders with water and wait for rain, which can take up to 7 years to fall. The wood frog lives in one of the coldest places on Earth, the Arctic. When temperatures drop, this frog goes into a deep freeze. It falls asleep, stops breathing, and its heart stops beating. When spring arrives, the frog thaws out and hops away in search of a mate, as if nothing amazing had happened. Rainforests are home to more frogs than any other environment. American green tree frog, Amazon milk frog, red-eyed tree frog, green-bellied waterfall frog, blue dart poison frog, red frog, Vietnamese mossy frog, clown tree frog, giant monkey frog, and the Madagascar tomato frog. The most poisonous. The bright colors of poisonous frogs warn other animals to stay away. The toxin carried on the skin of a poisoned dart frog can kill an adult human. The most poisonous animal in the world, the golden poison frog, is only as big as a paperclip, but the toxin it carries can kill 20,000 mice or 10 people. Poisonous frogs store poison in glands just under the skin. So we have the golden poison frog, the Phyllobates bicolor frog, strawberry poison dart frog, and the yellow-banded poison dart frog. The amau is only as big as a horsefly, making it the smallest frog in the world. Its size allows it to live on the ground among leaves, eating tiny insects that are too small for other frogs to bother with. The largest frog alive today is the Goliath toad. It's a whopper at 2.5 feet long with its legs stretched out. Every spring, frogs set off on a journey to find a mate. They hop along until they reach the pond, lake, or puddle where they hatched. Or they follow the calls of another frog. Males stake out their territory and launch into their mating songs. Each species of frog have its own special song. Northern leopard frogs creak like old doors opening. American toads trill musical notes. Couch's spadefoot toads bleat like sad sheep. Barking tree frogs, well, bark. Dancing frogs live under loud waterfalls. Their songs can't be heard, so they dance instead. When a female frog hears a male singing, she sings back. The two frogs follow each other's voices until they meet. The male climbs onto the female's back and hangs on tight to mate with her. She releases her eggs and he releases his sperm. The eggs and sperm mix together, fertilizing the eggs. Then the two frogs go their separate ways. About half of all frog species lay their eggs in clusters in water. There can be up to 35,000 eggs in a single cluster. A jelly coating protects the eggs from bumps and thumps. Baby frogs called tadpoles hatch after 6 to 21 days. Bubble nest frogs whip up foamy nests. The female secretes a sticky fluid that the parents whisk with their hind legs, creating a frothy ball. The female lays her eggs in the nest, and the male deposits his sperm. The sperm fertilizes the eggs. These nests hang from tree branches over water. As the tadpoles hatch, they drop into the water below. The female Suriname toad carries her eggs in pouches on her back. Skin grows over them, keeping them safe until they hatch. The strawberry poison dart frog lays eggs on land. When the tadpoles hatch, they crawl onto their parents' back and hitch a ride to water-filled flowers called bromeliads. They will live in these flowers as they mature into frogs. Tadpoles are popular snacks for nearly every creature in their habitat. The birds, raccoon, baby alligator, snapping turtles. Tadpoles take time to develop into adults. Day 1, the fertilized egg. Day 2 to 3. Day 4 to 5. Day 6 to 9. Day 20 to 25. And 1 month. Wow. They emerge with gills that allow them to breathe in water and tails that help them swim. The new tadpoles are very hungry. They zip away in search of algae and other plants to snack on. 1 month later, the tadpoles have teeth, lungs, and legs. Now they can eat insects and worms. After 2 months, the tadpoles' tails are shorter and their legs are longer. 1.5 months, 2 months, 3 months. At 3 months old, the tadpoles' tails have disappeared. They breathe air with their new lungs and hop around on their strong legs. They are beginning their lives as frogs, but they are not done growing. By the time they are adults, they will be 10 times larger than when they first came out of the water. Frogs have been an important part of our world for a very long time, nearly 250 million years. They help keep our environment healthy by eating large numbers of insects, and they're a food source for other animals. This is the Mediterranean tree frog. But frogs are in trouble. They are disappearing. This is due to pollution, climate change, and habitat destruction. Their thin skins make frogs very sensitive to pollution. Chemicals like fertilizers invade their watery homes, giving them diseases and often killing them. It's not hard to find frogs with missing legs or extra legs growing from strange parts of their bodies, such as their stomachs. Is this because of pollution? Scientists don't know for sure, but think it's likely. Climate change is causing the earth to heat up, and this is bad news for frogs. Because frogs rely on the environment to control their body temperatures, they can't survive big changes in temperature. Warmer climates allow chytrid fungus to thrive on their skins. This disease has already wiped out whole frog species. They are having trouble adapting fast enough to survive this change in their environments. People are also destroying frog habitats. Every day, 144,000 trees are cut down in rainforests. The wood is used for furniture, flooring, and paper. Land is cleared for cattle to graze. When this happens, frog species lose their homes and become extinct. Some people think frog legs are delicious. Hundreds of millions of frogs are captured and killed each year for food. Some species have been eaten to extinction, but there's hope. Scientists all over the world are working hard to save frogs. Many frogs from endangered species have been captured and brought to zoos where they are living and mating. When the frogs' natural habitats are cleaned up, their offspring will be returned to the wild. Conservation programs are saving thousands of frog species. The end. And that's the end of our story, my little bookworms. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you enjoyed reading A Frog's Life with me, check out the link in the description and we can read it together. Remember, reading is a magical adventure that could take you anywhere you want to go. So keep reading and exploring new worlds. Until next time, farewell, my friends. Subscribe and like. Comment what book you'd like to hear next.
Miss Bree reads! Miss Bree reads! Miss Bree reads!
Stay curious and spread the joy.